Now, circumcision of the body was merely a physical enactment of a symbol of a larger reality. Do we have problems with that in Christianity today? Do we have division, this division, because some were holding to symbolism? We must enact the symbol. It was causing division in the church for those who realized, no, the symbol isn't necessary, the reality is necessary. Do we have this problem in Christianity today where there are certain people who dogmatically hold to certain forms of symbolic and ritualistic stuff, applying it literalistically, concretely, and absolutely, but maybe miss the larger reality to which it points, and thus it causes division? Do we have a problem with this? How about, are there divisions in Christianity today because of the form or method of baptism? The day of worship. Ordination of women in the church or not. The meaning of the communion or the Eucharist or how it was applied. Foot washing or not foot washing ceremonies in church. Foods authorized to eat. Notice I didn't say foods healthy to eat. I said foods authorized to eat. Smoking tobacco or not smoking tobacco. Now, why do these things cause division? Is there anything in the list that I just gave that if you observe those things properly, and we will say we'll have a consensus of what the proper way is, and we won't argue which is, we'll just assume it's the proper way, that if you observe any of those things or all of those things in the proper way, that then results in salvation? Anything on that list that results in salvation? Is there anything on that list that if you don't do it in the proper way, automatically results in being lost?
No.
I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. So if you don't eat the right foods, or don't get baptized in the right way, or don't worship on the right day, or you ordain women or don't ordain women, or you do Eucharist versus a traditional communion, or you wash feet or don't wash feet, or maybe you smoke tobacco or don't smoke tobacco. Any of those things actually directly negate someone from being saved or not?
Directly.
They do not. They do not. Why then, if these things can't save you from doing them, and if you're not doing them in the right way, they can't cause you to be lost, then why is there so much division in Christianity over it?
I want to submit that some of those things can make it easier to be lost.
Yeah.
An unhealthy body contributes to an unhealthy mind,
Sure.
vice versa.
But I would point out as
it doesn't guarantee.
I will point out as a neurobiologist that there are genetic conditions in which people have dysfunction of prefrontal cortex with genetic-driven reasons for low norepinephrine and dopamine, and that those people have inattention problems, distractibility problems, memory impairments, concentration problems, and that nicotine is a poor man's way. It's inefficient, not as good as medicine, but it does enhance their brain moves towards normal when they smoke nicotine, smoke tobacco. Okay? So they actually have better cognition, better function, can attend better, can learn better, can process information better, which means they can have better discernment for those who have that problem. Does that mean it's healthy for them on a physiological state? No, but there is a reason that some people may actually find they function better in life. Are we to judge? No.
Can't you come back to the test also that if a person is believing that what they're doing is a sin and still does it, that is also the element of heart damage and fractured relationship as well?
So this is a very important one. This is Romans chapter 14. Those who, everyone should be fully persuaded in their mind. Those who are of immature faith should not eat the meat, and those who are mature can eat anything they want. The point being, if you think that eating meat that has been offered to an idol will put you under the influence and power of that false god such that you are now cursed and you're living under a curse, you believe that, then you better not eat the meat, because you will suffer, because in your mind you're believing a lie and the lie has power over you. This is the power of belief. That's exactly right. So to do something that goes against your own conscience, even if it's not prohibited by God or even wrong in its own right, but you believe it's wrong until you've come to see reality in a better light, it's best that you not do it, because you will suffer under guilt and shame, even though there's nothing to be guilty of, just because you believe you've done something wrong. So what then, do you understand then how this view of the rituals can become litmus tests of orthodoxy? And then if we don't do them in the right way, we are not considered to be truly good Christians, and we then divide ourselves into groups, those who are willing to obey this or those who are not willing to obey this and so forth, right? Okay. So that contributes to division. What contributes to unity?